Good day, everyone. Welcome to our class for today. So, for our Module 1, this is about computer programming. So, what is a computer program? Computer program is a sequence of instructions written using a computer programming language to perform a specified task by the computer. In other words, when we say computer program, these are your commands, what your computer or your device would you like to do. So when we say sequence of instructions, these are your series of commands, what you would like your program to do. And basically, when we write a program, we usually use a computer programming language. Just like giving instructions in performing your commands, we use the language. And here in our subject or in this course, we will be using Python programming language. What is programming? Programming is writing computer code to create a program or to solve a problem. Programs are created to implement algorithms. What are algorithms? So algorithms can be represented as pseudocode or a flowchart. So in a pseudocode, we can see there the sequence of your instructions that you would like your computer to do. And a programming is the translation of this into a computer program. So when sooner we will be writing a program, and basically before we write or create a program, there is supposed to be a problem. And in the algorithm, we can see there the steps that we are going to do. Or the flow chart could be a representation of what will be the first step, the second step, and the next steps. To tell a computer to do something, a computer must be written to tell it exactly what to do and how to do it. Siyempre, no, we have to tell the computer of what is it going to do. So as programmer, we have to give instructions. Now, if an algorithm has been designed, who designed the algorithm? Kita. No, we are the ones designing an algorithm. We are the one giving the computer the instructions. And then the computer program will follow this algorithm step by step, which will tell the computer exactly what it should do. So what are computer languages? So we have the machine language. Okay, we have also the assembly language, and we have the high level language. So let us go back to the machine language. So what are machine language? So when we say machine language, these are languages which uses binary code. Let us all understand that computers can only understand or it uses binary code or binary numbers which are 0 and 1. 0 for off and 1 for on. Then machine language are also machine dependent, meaning it won't run without it, and they are not portable. So programmers before are using the machine language in writing their codes. No? So, see how hard were computer programming before. No? Because kung programmer, ikaw sa una, you will be using 0 and 1 in writing your commands. Next is the assembly language. So here, we use or it uses mnemonics. What are mnemonics? These are symbols. Like for example, you can use add, you can use subtract, no, in executing a particular command. They are also machine dependent and they are not usually portable. Okay, so the next language is the high level language or the HLL. So this time, the high level language uses the English-like language. Anong ini sila? When we execute or when we write our codes, this time, they can be written in the English language. Example, what command? Print, input, no? Those are your English-like language. Then, they are at the same time machine independent. They are portable, but it must be compiled for different platforms. And examples of the high-level language are Pascal, C, C++, Java, and Fortran, which are very common nowadays. So, diri na kita nabilong. In writing our computer programs, we use the high-level language, so there is no such reason that you don't know how to give instructions to your computer. Okay? What are translators? Okay, diba? I was telling you before that programmers beforehand were using the machine language or the assembly language in writing their codes or their programs. But of course, this time, basically, we use the English language. But don't you worry. How will a programmer and a machine or a computer understands with each other? So we have also the translators. Source code are referred to your codes written in a particular programming language. So when we say source code, example, when I tell you to write a program, your program are your source codes or your commands are your source codes. Now, written in a programming language. So, for example, you will be using Python. Translators have the responsibility of converting your source code to the machine language. See? So, the source code which are written, for example, in whatever language will be translated or converted to binary codes which are 0 and 1s, which are considered as the machine language. So, amo na ang role sang translator, no? They convert the source code to machine language. Now, this is also known as binary. So, can you remember the 1s and 0? Machine language na sila. No? So, we may refer to the binaries as your object code. No? So, if they are converted or translated into 0s and 1s, they will now be considered as object code. The program or a common word today, we call it as app. So, yun ang mga apps nyo ginatawag. No? They are your object codes. So, example here, your source code which are written in Python programming language, no, which are basically typed in your laptops or your PC, so that will be translated, no, by your translator into a binary object or a code or a program or an application. That is why maintindihan na sang computer what you would like to tell it to do. So, translators can be any of an interpreter, a compiler, a hybrid of interpreters and compilers, or assemblers. So, anong ini sila?